Hey everyone, and welcome to your classic mat Pilates class here with me today. We are going to be working on our mat, getting in a full body workout. We are going to be finding length, alignment, posture, and core. What you want to use if you have from home available to you is a booty band and a set of light handheld weights. If you don't have this equipment, just use your own body weight as natural resistance. We're gonna be starting right away on all fours. Make your way onto your mat, open your palms, and give yourself right away a positioning where your knees are stacked underneath your hips, shoulders are away from ears. I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose, widen your spine, stretch your neck, and exhale. Pull your navel all the way up towards your spine, feeling your abdominal wall contract. Take another inhale and exhale. Go for one more deep breath in. And on your exhale, growing your neck longer, walk your hands forward. And from here, sit your hips back. Give yourself a nice little bit of a stretch. Arms reaching out, eyes and forehead making their way down to the floor. Take an inhale and exhale. Stack your weight back up and over top of your center. Take again a deep breath in, sitting back. Upper torso stretching through the arms. Exhale. Let's go for one more. And exhale. This time, as you bring your hips back, take your right arm all the way under and give yourself a stretch, opening up to your shoulder. Take an inhale. Breathing out. Right arm goes forward. And as you sit your hips back, left arm slides all the way underneath that right shoulder. Let your left ear relax the mat. And make your way all the way up and back. Taking your forearms down, stacking right away your toes all the way out, finding for here a 10-second plank to find right away where your body is. Do a self-check, wrap your muscles in towards the midline, press your forearms down and elongate. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees coming all the way down. From here, press your palms into the mat, flex your toes, and lift up. Go into a downward dog and just pedal right here. Open up your calves. I want you to bring awareness into your body, and I want you to bring awareness into how you are opening, stretching, and also connecting and contracting, because this here and all these little stretches and movements we do are going to be how we get the body to feel out what's going on today before we come onto our back. So really use this opportunity as an active warm-up and stretch before we start to do any work. When you're ready, holding your heels to the floor, take a deep breath in and exhale. Lift your heels up, elongate one vertebrae at a time. Make your way all the way down to a long arm plank. And from here, just holding with, again, the shoulders back and down, neck stretching long, rib cage connecting all the way in, navel to spine. Palms open wide to the floor, feet flexing, glutes contracting to feel the legs lift. Stay for 3, last 2, and last 1. Taking your knees all the way down. From here, right away, swing your legs all the way around. If you have the elastic band, bring it with you. If you're using weights today, place one onto side of where your hip will be when you come down onto your back. We're gonna take the elastic band and you're gonna walk your legs all the way through the elastic, bringing it up just around, we'll say a little upper kneecap positioning, so just where the starts of your quads are. When you take your feet down, not up with your chin, so you can see right away where your legs are starting. We're starting wider than our natural hip width distance. Your tension is already set and your feet are parallel. Don't let the legs turn out where your toes are starting to look outwards. You want to have your feet completely parallel, facing towards the front and back of your mat. From here, stabilizing your shoulders, take a deep breath in and exhale, lift up right away from a neutral pelvis. Come into a bridge. You're gonna hold this position here, keeping your shoulders plugged down. Take an inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna start to press into the floor through each set of toes. You're gonna alternate a lift of heels. Lift your left heel up and lower, then right and lower down. Keep lifting and lowering, feeling where you're connecting to your floor. Arms are plugging down to your mat. Let's go for one more each heel, lifting up and lowering. Last time, you're gonna take a moment to solidify 10 toes and both heels to the floor. Take a deep breath in as you start to lower one vertebrae at a time. Slow this lower down. Make sure your shoulders are staying plugged into your mat. You could also separate your hands or have your arms out wider if you needed to have more support. Take an inhale, roll through your imprint spine, and exhale, lift up, find your bridge. Make sure that you're not externally rotating through the legs or through the feet. Inhale, lower all the way down. One vertebrae at a time, try to kiss the lumbar spine through your imprint. Release your tailbone to neutral. This time, you're gonna lift up and you are gonna hold the lift all the way at the top. You're gonna solidify the shoulders in the floor. Choose if you wanna lift your arms off the mat, palms face in. Lower your hips, neutral, touch the floor. Exhale, lift up slow. Deep breath in. Now your goal with that band around the thighs is to keep the resistance even and equal. Don't let your legs internally rotate. Keep that pressure growing through the pinky toes, through the big toes of your feet, staying rooted down to the floor. Don't lower down where you're imprinting. You want to keep your hips working in a neutral right here. So you're letting your hips lower down using your butt as a means to feel where you want to be. Think of where your lower spine has a natural curvature to it. You want to keep that little space in that curvature as you lower just to touch your sacrum. Let's go for a last one. Lift all the way up. Hold your lift at the top. Shoulders relaxed, especially if those arms are lifted. From here, lower halfway down for 8 and lift. 7. Feel your glutes turn on. Use your full foot in the floor, lower halfway and lift. Last 3. Last set of 2. Exhale, lift. Last one, lift. Take an inhale and exhale, lower everything down. From here, you're gonna pick up your legs, bring your knees in towards your sternum, give yourself a little lower back release. Just like doing reformer work, we're going to be working through footwork here on the mat. And what you're gonna do is take your elastic band and bring it right around your mid shins, ankles. Lower down will be a little harder than if you have it more in the mid-range. So choose where you wish to have your band today. If you're not working with the band, again, you are working simply with your legs as are without the elastic. Starting your legs on tabletop, have your arms at the sides of your hips. Feel right away where your tailbone is plugged in and down. Now I want you to have your legs a little bit wider than your hip width distance if you have the elastic. The reason being is so you can feel that tension. Now the knees are parallel to the ankles. From here, take a deep breath in, reach the legs up, point the toes, exhale, let's flex the feet as we lower. Inhale, point the toes, reach the thighs up, exhale, flex the feet, find that tabletop. Deep breath in and exhale. Now the first range of motion here and movement is to get a little bit of that extension work happening from your hamstrings. If you feel the elastic band, you're keeping your legs in that wider than hip width distance so the tension is recruiting all the way up into your hip muscles through the glutes. Go for a last one, take a deep breath in and exhale, stretch all the way up. You're gonna take your legs to tabletop. You're gonna keep your feet in parallel, keep your feet flexed in that parallel. Now choosing if you want to have your arms in a position of support, keep them at your hips. And if you're ready to go to thoracic curl, lift on up, take your hands from behind the nape of the neck, take a deep breath in. On your exhale, we stretch the legs forward onto a diagonal, inhale, bend. Just like footwork, only the foot bar today is higher up. Deep breath in, exhale, press. Make sure that your lower back, that it's supported, it's not lifting from the floor. You're using your abdominal wall to work with where your spine needs the support. And if you have to stay down, have your hands under the bum. Any and all the options are available to you to make this your own. We're gonna go for a last one. Press the legs out, come all the way back into tabletop. Reach your arms to the sides of your hips, point the toes, and from here, let's Let's do 50, 100. Deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Keep the bend when you inhale, and exhale, stretch. Let's go for 10 more. Deep breath in, and exhale. Take an inhale, hold, and exhale. Bring the thighs all the way in towards your chest. Let your head come down and take that elastic band all the way off the feet. Place it to the floor and give yourself right away an open butterfly. Just take a moment here to release from that work and accumulating resistance and control. Now what we're gonna do is closing the legs all the way back in. You're going to, again, resume your physical position in the thoracic curl and modify should you need by staying down. You know what to make as your choices. It'd be the same if you're on the reformer. From here, take an inhale and exhale. Straighten the left leg all the way out, fully elongated. See that the quadriceps is on the same diagonal as your left. Now you want to make sure right here that you're not imprinting your spine. You're keeping a neutral pelvis. You're accenting the control and staying in neutral from using your obliques. Obliques holding the ribs and the hips in form. Now from here on your next breath in, you're gonna open that left leg to the side. Don't let the right thigh move. Exhale, close back to parallel. Don't go fast. Keep this smooth and controlled, and make sure that you have that left leg working where the kneecap is always facing the ceiling. You're not externally rotating. Exhale, close in. Now use the right foot by pushing into the floor to keep that physical feeling of resistance and connectivity to your ground. You want to work with that ground. If you need to modify, have the left leg higher. Go for a last one. Take your foot down to the floor, switching. Right leg reaches out. Take a deep breath in. Make sure that left leg doesn't shift. It stays completely parallel. And at the same time, make sure your upper body doesn't shift. Exhale, close all the way in. You're working from the abdominal wall. The abdominal wall and the abs are why your leg is able to move open and close. You're stretching, finding that open, increasing that work through the obliques and stability. Deep breath in. And exhale, navel to spine. Go for a last set of 3. And exhale. Keep using the floor with your left foot. Push it down. Find that activity and engagement through each part of your body here. The moves look simple, but you're able to get a lot deeper in working that control. Contract your muscles in. Now from here, take your right leg to a tabletop. Take your left leg to a tabletop. We're gonna go to single leg stretch. Come down if you need. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Left leg to chest. Inhale to center, right leg to chest. Your breath is out as the knee comes in. So it's a short. Don't let the back start to swing up and down. Hold that connection to the abs. Try to lift the upper body by also engaging through that upper ab, rectus abdominis connection. Transverse to the legs, obliques and stability, upper work in the abs for the thoracic curl. We've got a last 8, 7, 6, 4, last 2, last 1, legs to chest, legs to ceiling. Shoulders down, stabilize if you want with the arms out, or have the hands under the bum, or have the hands right next to your hips. From here, open your legs up to a V shape, close your legs back up. Open your legs to a V, close your legs up. Work for the feeling of having the abs do again the same work that they just did with the legs going forward in your single leg stretch. Only now, instead of going forward and back, your legs are opening and closing. You don't want to go so wide that you go into flexibility, but rather stop your legs using the inner thighs, close the legs using inner thighs and abs. Deep breath in, exhale, shoulders down, plug into your mat, close the rib cage, work absolutely every part of your body right here. We're gonna go for one more set of 5, exhale 4, last set of 3, last set of 2. Last one, take your legs all the way in. Reach your arms high off the ground. We're going right away into our scissor. Take a nod. Reach your palms towards the back of that left calf. As you reach down, we're gonna go for double pulse. Exhale for 2. Inhale, switch. Now you don't have to go up high. You could go down lower if you needed. You could also make sure that your legs are simply going slower if you need to have a little bit more support for your back, Shoulders and neck and head up in thoracic curl is an option that you can also choose to modify for yourself. We're gonna keep going for 8 more. Keep stretching and elongating through that resistance and control. Last one left. Last one right. Take your legs back into your chest, and from here, hold onto your shins, roll your shoulders all the way down and back, and roll all the way on up. Give yourself a butterfly, use the floor, and open up through your hips, chest, and spine. Just growing taller as you stretch right here, shoulders down, take an inhale, and exhale, restack. Take your hands either around your ankles or your feet and round your pelvis. Let your chin relax down. Take a full breath in and exhale, sit up tall. Good. What we're going to do right away is change our positioning up. This is where you are going to be using your weights, and of course, choose, do you. I'm using 2-pound weights. I suggest going no higher than 5s. So play around, and of course, you can do all the movements without the equipment if you don't have today. Setting back up on all 4s. From here, what you want to do is take your right weight first and have your knees hip width distance from your hip bones. Now from here, you're going to extend your left toes all the way out, find the floor, flex your foot, and just make sure that you feel right away that your left arm is stacked a little bit wider than your shoulder width by just a bare few millimeters, meaning you don't want directly under the shoulder, you just want it almost on that outside width of your own collarbone shoulder width distance. Little bend into that left elbow, elongate the right arm, and extend it all the way back like you would in plow if you were on the carriage with the strap. Now from here, you're keeping your arm long, you're keeping your palm facing in. You're going to simply hold the arm, keeping it elevated, shoulders staying square, take an inhale. On your exhale, lift the left leg up from the floor, deep breath in, lower down, touch. Do not move fast on this, but rather move slow and deliberately to increase length through the left leg as a goal and focus. If you lift the left leg high, at a certain point the knee will have to bend. So you want to find right away here the purest length, using your glute, using the focus of your hips pressing forward by engaging through the abs. Now the right arm has not dropped, it's staying up. You're activating through that stretch all the way out. This is exactly like when I asked you to hold the strap and we do a little bit of leg work, goes into the core, same principles. Now from here, you're going to choose if you want to keep that left leg up, you're going to hold it and you're going to stretch to your toes. Bend your right arm and exhale, press. Feel that single arm work right here in your tricep bend and extension. As you bend, try to control to not let the arm bend more than 90 degrees. So what more than 90 degrees would look like is if you come all the way into the shoulder. I want you to stop right where you have 90, right where your wrist is looking to the floor. Take a deep breath in for 4. Keep elongating through that left leg. Even if you're using the floor, keep using the left glute to pull the kneecap up. Deep breath in, exhale for 2. Last one from here, hold everything out. Take your right arm, open it up to 45 degrees, open your left leg to 45 degrees. If it's up, close everything back into your midline. Deep breath in to open to 45, and exhale, close. Make sure that left elbow is soft. Keep working here for another set of 4. Deep breath in, and exhale. Feel where the leg is staying in parallel by using the glute, pulling up with the abs. Go for a last one. Deep breath in and exhale. Close, close, close. Bend your arm first, take your weight down and slowly stabilize. Bring your leg all the way in. From here, open your thighs up. Let's take a stretch. Just giving yourself a chance to fully relax. Unload any pressure and release of the wrists. Try to get actually heavy and let go between the sets. Make your body think that it's done. Then slowly unraveling one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way back up, setting up your hands right here, second side, shoulders away and back. Open up your hands, feel the palms into the floor. Take your weight from the left side. From here, extend, right leg out, find the floor. Find the floor first so that you're not sinking through the hip. You want to feel that your hips are square. And then extending your left arm all the way out. Your palm is looking into your waist. You're stretching your neck out forward. You're taking an inhale and exhale, stabilizing, lifting that right leg, using the glute, keeping your torso forward, working for the abs. Make sure that you are, again, stretching that left arm. The palm is facing in, you're holding your weight, but you're working the tension in the stretch of your muscles. You're elongating entirely out by activating. Good. Now from here, the same choices apply as what we'd be doing if we were on the carriage. You're gonna choose if you can keep that right leg up, you keep it up and you point the toes. You can also activate by keeping the toes flexed on the floor. We bend and stretch the left arm through that 90 degrees, deep breath in. Think of the abs, staying square with the hips. Keep working through that right glute. Stretch on back, work every muscle. Neck is lengthened. Last set of 3. Exhale, press for 2. Exhale, stretch. Go for 1 more, reach the arm all the way out and back. Now keeping the arm and leg level, we open to 45 and we close. And the 45 is literally that 45 degrees because I don't want you to lose the height of your arm or leg. Deep breath in, we open, exhale, abs, arm work, tricep back, everything working here for a last set of 4, last set of 3. Feel the transverse work. Just like when you did your work with the leg on the back, we're keeping this leg stretching out to that small degree. We have to recruit the abs to close all the way in. Hold up, take an inhale, bend the arm first, take the weight down second, hand down third. Whew, leg relaxes fourth. Take a stretch. Just giving yourself any amount of movement in the stretch or any switch up. And when you're ready, unraveling, coming all the way down to your side. We're going to be setting up here on our side, and you are going to need no equipment. So move everything out of the way. Now, if you did want to make this harder, could you add ankle weights? 100%. You could do that. So, beauty of on demand, make the choices you need at any point. Press pause, come on back, reset, grab water. We are gonna get into it. If you're flowing with me, come on down. Left elbow to the floor, stacking your hips, finding a clam position. Now, should this position be one in which you're losing the support of your shoulder, meaning you're starting to come down and slouch, you feel that the left side is starting to crease towards the mat, right away make the choice to come down with your hand behind your head or to have your arms supporting the nape of your neck on a sideline position in one of 2 ways, bent or long. Essentially, choose and do you in how you want to support your upper torso throughout the sequence here. Now you're setting up where you want to have your forearm at a slight diagonal. You're going to take from here a second to check if your feet are in alignment with your tailbone. Then you're going to lift your right leg all the way up. From here, we're gonna add right away a little bit of arm work where you're reaching back towards your heel. Take an inhale, reach the fingertips back, find that activity of almost trying to lift yourself from the floor using that connection to your obliques. On your exhale, you're gonna reach your arm up and over, finding a rainbow shape, stretching your leg back, stopping where your arm is right on that shoulder height length, reaching out in front. The leg is also on the hip height, reaching back. So you're going for a long diagonal. Deep breath in, leg bends, arm rainbows up and over to the heel. Exhale, stretch, reach all the way over and extend. Try to get the arm to do the full rainbow shape so that you're getting that length, not just forward and back, but also up and down. This is going to engage you a lot more through your right obliques as you do the work. Deep breath in, we twist, exhale, press, reach up and over. And I love this kind of work because it gets 2 planes of movement. It gets you in the transverse and it gets you in the sagittal. And this work is also training your muscles to properly work in your own extension and contraction. So I always say this in the best way, but the most you want to engage is the most that you can, so you can get the most engagement out of your body in the exercises. Exhale, press and reach. Don't let the arm start to go deeper than that shoulder height. Stop where you have a plane of space between arm to floor. Lift on up. Woo. Exhale, press, reach back. Last time, deep breath in. And exhale, stretch, reach all the way out. Hold from here. You're gonna take your arm and with your leg, you're gonna find right here, 180 degrees, take a deep breath in, and exhale, reach forward, send the leg back. Woo. Working right here on the sideline for 4 more. Last set of 3. And reach, 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 extend. Final 2, deep breath in. And exhale, press, 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 press. Final 1, work the form, deep breath in. And exhale, stretch, reach all the way back. Take your leg in, bring your body all the way down, especially if you are up, and give yourself a moment to soften. If you want to tap out that right glute, go for that tap out right here, right now, so that your muscle can get a little bit out of that red zone. Whew. Now we're going to be setting up for some work where you're going to be going now into your inner thigh. Take your top right leg and bring it over top as you extend your bottom left leg all the way out. All right, gotta get comfortable on that hip. Now you can have your right leg in one of 3 ways. You could have your toes down where you have a soft external rotation. If your heel's up, you're helping your leg by using your right hand against it. You could also be in this position where your foot's down in either a little external or a little parallel, same position. The third option is to have the leg relaxed in what I call this boudoir position. Pick what feels best for your thigh and for your bottom left hip. From here, we're gonna set up right away in whatever choice position you have, lifting that inside left leg from the floor. Whew, and this might be where you choose. You need to come down a bit more. I definitely feel that for myself. Holding that left leg up, I want you to draw a circle the size of a golf ball, up and around, keeping your leg right in that parallel, lifting up and around. Deep breath in. Keep the circle stretching out through that inner thigh. As you work here, I want you to think of where you're lengthening out and also where you're drawing attention into the waistline, staying actively engaged. Now, are you trying to pull up maximally from your left side? No, but you are trying to feel that engagement where your lines are getting stretched and also cinched at the same time. 5, 4, 3. If you feel your bottom hip starting to dig, then maybe roll up your mat or grab a cushion, press pause. We're going to retrace the opposite direction. I won't lie, there's always a little bit of that hip engagement in the floor. Keep that work going. Inhale and exhale, circle. Keep that shape growing longer. The goal of these mat classes are really to bring brain to body, because sometimes it's easy to get distracted, but really work into that feeling of burn. Try to go for 5 more round circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Let it go down. Bring your legs all the way into a fetal position. And from here, you're going to roll onto your back. We're going to come to a center position before we do the second side. What I want you to do in relaxing down is get comfortable on your back. Take your legs slowly up to the ceiling. And from here, slowly open into a wide second position. If it feels good to support with your hands on the insides of your thighs, have your hands there. If you need your hands on the outsides of your thighs, have them there. Just make sure you don't have your hands on your kneecaps. You don't want your hands to be going into a joint. Now, you're gonna feel some work in the stretch. That's part of it. From here, slowly keeping your legs as wide as possible, flex and point 5 times. Feel that left side. It's already worked for the inner thigh, so here the stretch is maximizing you. Last set of 2. And last one. To come out of this, keep your feet pointed. Take your hands from behind your hamstrings onto the outsides of your thighs. Slowly bring your heels into your glutes and slowly close your legs all the way in. We are going to roll to the second side, so any way that is feasible for you to come up, swing your legs around. Again, if you need to roll your mat to help support you using cushions, forearm down, or coming to a modified position for your neck, shoulders, Listen to your body. The second side's always slightly different. Make sure that you're on a soft little diagonal here through your forearm so you can push your ground up and away if you're choosing to be on the forearm. Now from here, elevate that side right leg. Check that the heel is in alignment with your sit bone. Reach your left palm back, take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, extend your arm, rainbowing up, taking your leg onto an equal back diagonal. Deep breath in, come back towards your heel. And that's the work, second side. Twisting through the waistline, getting that stretch right through your midsection, using your ground, checking your form, making sure that that left arm doesn't drop lower than your shoulder alignment. Deep breath in, exhale, reach up. Feel the resistance. Imagine what it's like to move through water and feel where you're pushing, pressing, reaching, making every inch count, trying to get every muscle of your body engaged and working. I will always say and encourage to go slower, especially as you get more into your own technique, because speed can get you to a faster feeling sometimes, but simply by effort. And what I want you to feel is where you are getting yourself to that feeling of work through engagement. Go for a last set of 2. And exhale, reach. Keep rainbowing that arm. Keep seeking the stretch, lifting up and out of your floor. Hold the arm all the way out on that shoulder alignment. Now from here, deep breath in, reaching hand and leg to 180. Exhale, take your arm and leg back out. Deep breath in for 5. And exhale. Go for 4. Keep stretching and keep pressing that floor away. Whew. Last set of 3. And exhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. 2 more to go right here. Stretching through the thigh. Feel that length. Feel where it burns as well. Accept it and continue it for 1 more rep. Deep breath in, arms staying lifted. Stretch the muscles. Exhale, press, 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 reach. Slowly bend in and take it all the way down. And again, if it feels nice to give yourself a little tap out first, take this opportunity. Getting deep into the muscle, feeling where that work comes from. It never not burns on those exercises. We're gonna set up for our inner thigh. So again, just reminding you of your choices. You're gonna have that right leg stretched from underneath. You can have the left foot up and over top, heel lifted, foot down, or boudoir position. Taking your hand, stabilize it against your leg. You could also have it on your hip if you wanted. You're gonna lift that right leg up off the floor, up off the mat. And once you're there, you're gonna start to circle up and around, tiny circles, working for a golf ball size, stretching through your waistline, and really feeling where, if your head, especially if it's down, notice where your neck is long and feel that reach of your neck, like somebody's pulling your right ankle, somebody's also equally drawing your head right from the back up, lengthening you out. Stretch the kneecap, make sure you're not letting go of your muscles. Control every bit of your muscle work right here as you circle for another set of 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Hold your right leg up, take an inhale, and exhale opposite direction, up and around, up and around. Nice. Keep working that extension. You always want to fine tune every part of your body that you can. Keep feeling the length increase through your midline, stretching through the abs. Final set here of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and come on down. Take your legs all the way in to a soft little release and clam. You're gonna roll onto your stomach, and what you wanna do right away is set up your arms so that you have them shoulder width distance. Have your hips down. Take a moment to roll your shoulders back, palms to your mat. Increase the stretch of your legs by externally rotating so that your hips have that nice little bit of opening. And from here, eyes looking forward, we're gonna use the ground and mat. You're gonna use your hands and just lift up as high as feels comfortable. Deep breath in. And exhale, slowly come down. Feel where you're attaching the length of your spine from the forearms touching, shoulders back. Take an inhale and exhale. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Check that the elbows are coming underneath your shoulders. They're not bending to the side. They're coming right down like a chaturanga. Deep breath in, shoulders back and down, and exhale, lift. Good. Keep feeling where your legs are lengthening and use your glutes to help you as well. You're gonna do one more. Go no higher than where it feels good. You could also stay here to modify. Exhale. From here, softening your body, coming down with the forearms. Slowly what you're gonna do is let your elbows come to a side position. Let your eyes adjust where you're looking right down to your mat. Draw your chin slightly in toward your sternum. And from here, lift your hands to your forehead, your hands to your forehead like so. You're keeping your legs long, you're keeping your glutes squeezed, you're keeping your back extended, meaning you're not trying to arch and lift. You don't want to go into a lift like a cobra. You're keeping your back long. Now from here, you're going to take an inhale. Reach your arms all the way out, thumbs to ceiling, pinkies to floor. Exhale, take the opposite hand from whichever one you started underneath your forehead. Bring your hands all the way back out and in. Deep breath in. So whichever hand was on top first is coming back. Exhale, deep breath in. And exhale. Go for one more each side, meaning each hand. Inhale, reach, thumbs to ceiling. Exhale, extend your arms all the way out. Don't finish the movement until you get that extension reach. And exhale, forehead on the hands, relax. Let your legs fully relax as well so you get a little bit of that let go. You're gonna bend at your knees, flex your feet together. Keeping your forehead relaxed, squeeze your heels in, take an inhale. Feel your pubic bone right away pull up so you have that connectivity to the floor, and on your exhale, we lift the quads up and you flex and you pulse, and those glutes stay active for the next set of 10. Lift up. Try to keep the butt muscles as tight as possible in that lift. Flex your feet as much as you can together. Final set of 4. Last set of 3, last set of 2, and last one. Woo. Take your legs all the way down, a full stretch all the way out. From here, slightly lift your forehead up. Take your hands and elbows all the way back in. And from here, just allowing for your hips to release. Give yourself an inhale, shoulders back and down. And on your exhale, one more time, we lift up, stretch, shoulders down, and deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in, and exhale one more time, lifting on up and coming all the way down, and slowly taking your hands all the way in under your shoulders, elbows tight, lift on up, come onto all fours, stabilizing through your palms, through your legs, through your shins, through your knees, flexing your toes to the mat. Take an inhale, reach your neck out long, and exhale, lift on up, heels to mat, tailbone to ceiling, stretching out. Walk it out one more time if you need. Give yourself that transfer of weight. And then slowly, keeping both of your heels on the floor, take an inhale. And exhale, unravel, find your plank. Find that stretch of your body. Walk your legs back if you need for a bit more length. Shoulders away from ears, and holding and staying, lengthening out. Use your toes to physically push down to activate as much as you can from your transverse. Elbows staying soft, engaging through the glutes, and holding for 4. Last 3. Last 2 to come out of this. Take your knees, bring your left knee forward, bring your right knee forward. Take a moment to lift up from your knees, arms to ceiling, take an inhale, and exhale, open your arms, widening, hands right behind your back, fingers coming all the way in together. Stretch. Open your chest. Thank you so much for joining me for this classic mat class. I hope that you feel your body ready to go and continue on with your day. I look forward to seeing you on the mat for live stream, for on-demand, for in-studio work, however it is you train with me. I look forward to seeing you at the next Burn Pilates session. Have a great day, everyone.